2021's gonna be my bitch.
I'm just kidding. I would never actually say that. I'm sorry if you had me on max volume though and had to turn it down. I feel like everyone says that 2020 has not been their year, and that's totally fair, but funny enough, this has actually probably been my best year yet. I ended up moving out of LA. I have not posted anything in the last few months. I've had work, I've had school.
Bruh.
I literally went across the country. You can check it out in an Instagram video I made right here. And to top it all off, I got 2020's most talked about disease, COVID. Yes, I literally got COVID this year. For me, it wasn't as bad as it could have been, and I'm actually really grateful for that. I literally ended up skipping like half of my finals. So if you want to skip finals, just get COVID. Anyway, even with all the bad things that have happened this year, there's still so many good things that have happened that I'm just even more excited for 2021. The beginning of my 2020 didn't really start off too great. I was not in the best emotional state. I was dealing with a lot of personal problems. I mean, who isn't? But 2020 taught me how to deal with them better. I've learned so much this year about how to be more myself and how to approach situations better. I'm a very anxious person, and my go-to is to always just run. Over the course of this year, I've kind of just learned how to face them better. This year has also taught me one of the most important things that has helped me emotionally, and that's how to be alone. And I know everybody was basically alone this year, but I'm talking about how to actually just be comfortably alone and be satisfied with it. I love hanging out with people, but sometimes it honestly gets too much to the point that I would rather hang out with somebody than be by myself. And because of that, I didn't really know how to do anything. I honestly hated being alone, and I would rather spend time with other people than deal with anything going on. And over the course of this year, I kind of learned how to fix that. I basically just learned how to comfortably do my own things and not feel lonely. 2020 has also taught me how to push myself out of my comfort zone and take more risks, like making videos. I've never been comfortable with failure because I've always been someone who loves to be a perfectionist, and if it's not perfect, then why present it to anyone at all? That's gotten to my head so much that I'm afraid to take risks and would rather not make anything than do something and fail at it. And that's also what sort of pushed me away from making any sort of content. I got so obsessive with the retention rate and just seeing that a lot of people are just clicking off. I would sit there and just wonder, what am I doing wrong? And I ended up just going back into my little cave and not doing anything. But I don't want to be like that anymore. I made a friggin' YouTube channel. Here we are. The time's come. I released music.
Where do I start? Yeah, where do I start?
I somehow started working for one of my favorite YouTubers, Kyle Beats.
Yo, Kyle.
Like, this year has been crazy. And even when I wasn't posting videos, I was still kind of making content. I sort of drafted myself into the Twitch realm and started just streaming video games, and it's been fun. I haven't made anything in a while because I got COVID, and also school. School has been kind of BS because we're in Zoom University, but you know, I'm trying to make the most of everything, and I'm excited to continue doing that in 2021. I have big plans for next year. I'm gonna post more. I have a bunch of video ideas that I'm excited to just make and just try and see what happens, fail, and then learn from my failures and just keep going until something works. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with my life, especially since I'm graduating in June. I love editing, and honestly, it's probably one of the best things that I can do. But where am I going? Am I going to the film industry? And lastly, I'm gonna keep working on myself. There's so many things that I've already done that I'm just so happy and so grateful that I've done. But I know there's so many things that I also just want to improve on as well. So, welcome back to this channel. Thanks for sticking to this ride. Thanks for sitting in the ride and staying in it. I don't know. We'll see what happens.